How to ask clarifying questions for critical thinking with children. Imagine trying to solve a puzzle without all the pieces. Asking clarifying questions helps children gather the missing parts so they can see the full picture clearly. When you want to support a child's thinking, start with simple questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" Or, "What do you mean by that?" These invite them to explain their ideas more fully. Open-ended questions like these encourage children to think deeper and express their reasoning. Next, ask questions that check understanding, such as, "Can you restate what you just said?" Or, "Can you give an example?" These help children process what they have said and see if they truly understand it. As they get better, you can ask more specific questions like, "Why do you think that happened?" Or, "How did you come to that conclusion?" These questions push them to think about cause and effect, compare ideas, or consider other viewpoints. While asking questions, always keep a kind and supportive tone. Children should feel safe to share their thoughts without fear of being judged. Avoid yes or no questions or leading questions that might limit their thinking. Instead, focus on questions that make them think more deeply. In secular parenting, asking clarifying questions helps children become independent thinkers. It encourages them to evaluate evidence and think logically instead of accepting information without question. Parents can model this by showing how they ask questions themselves and consider different opinions thoughtfully. You can practice asking clarifying questions during everyday moments. For example, when reading a story, ask, "Why do you think the character did that?" Or, "What do you think will happen next?" When children share ideas, pause and ask, "Can you tell me more about that?" Or, "What made you think that way?" You can also use questions when discussing ethical dilemmas or problems. Ask, "What do you think is the best solution?" Or, "Why do you believe that is the right choice?" This helps children learn to analyze situations and consider different options. Encourage children to ask their own clarifying questions about the world around them. This builds their curiosity and confidence. When they ask questions, guide them to think about reasons and evidence behind their ideas. By practicing these techniques regularly, children develop sharper critical thinking skills, better communication, and more confidence in their own ideas. Asking clarifying questions is a simple but powerful way to help children become thoughtful, independent thinkers who enjoy exploring and understanding the world around them.